beginning our pro fights of the evening. Coming up first, Brett Shoenfelt taking on Andrew Osborne in a 165-pound catch weight event. It's going to be a barn burner. Dan Bogan, let's call in those fighters. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for the evening. We've got Brett Shoenfelt and Andrew Osborne. Brett Shoenfelt, 25 years of age, a young gun, 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 165 pounds with a professional record of 7 wins, 6 losses. He is fighting Andrew Osborne, 26 years of age, 6 foot tall, 165 pounds with a professional record of 7 wins, 8 losses.
Similar records, similar backgrounds here, so let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. Very excited to see this fight. Coming in right now is Andrew Osborne, looking very lax, very relaxed. Another Team Vicious fighter. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time that this song has played during a walkout.
Well, Team Vicious might be good, but maybe not original.
Andrew Osborne, judging by the tattoo on his stomach, is a striker.
I'm not sure. Maybe that's just a thing to throw him off. Maybe he's going to shoot right off the bat, Could be an elaborate ruse.
Definitely could be an elaborate ruse. Andrew Osborne has his hands full tonight with this fight. Osborne's last fight was a decision loss exactly 1 year ago to the day. He has 5 decision wins on his record and 2 TKOs. So that's going to tell me that he actually knows how to game his way through a full 3-round fight.
Just somersaulting into the ring just to get comfortable here.
Brett Shoenfelt making his way to the cage. Shoenfelt has been a staple of the Gladiators of the Cage promotion for a very long time. His last fight was a loss to Matt Secor via submission in September of 2014 in the World Series of Fighting. It's important to note as well that this is the first time Schoenfeld's moving down lower than 170 pounds. He's normally a welterweight fighter, normally walks around at about 195 pounds and cuts to 170. He told us in person that he actually cut from 168 pounds to 165. Almost no weight cut for this fight.
Yeah, and this is due to some personal health problems he's had within the last month, and not to get into that in detail, but it's pretty impressive that he's even in the cage today.
100%. Say what you will about Shoenfelt. He's got a bit of an abrasive personality. You love him, you hate him. Either way, he is one of the most mentally tough guys to step into the cage for Gladiators of the Cage.
Yeah, I mean, you can say what you want about the man, but given his recent medical history, the fact that he's even here today, tells you a lot about him, to be honest.
Very tough guy. Very, very tough. Maybe one day he will come out public about the things he's got going on, but trust me, he is a tough, tough young man. 25 years of age, he has accomplished quite a bit in his MMA career for such a young guy.
Yeah, I think this fight is going to be a lot of hitting, here.
Yet Shoenfelt doesn't care. He just wants to throw, get that wrestling pedigree moving for him. He likes to clench. He likes to throw from in close.
He is a forward mover.
Boom. Brett Shoenfelt getting tough. Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official introductions.
Contest of the professional division. It is in the professional Gladiators of the Cage welterweight division, calling for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 166 pounds. He stands at even 6 feet tall, 26 years of age. He's got a 7-win and 8-loss record. He fights for the Jeff Lentz All Angles Martial Arts from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's Andrew Ozzy the Brute Osborne! And his opponent fighting out of the I don't give a shift red corner. He weighed in at 165.4 pounds. He stands 5'10", 25 years of age. He has an 8-6 record. He fights for Tactical Combat Academy. He hails from Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. It's Brett Showtime! 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 Shoenfelt! Your referee, Bill Buchholder.
Very excited to see this fight happen. Brett Schoenfeld's got a very intense look on his face. He wants to fight. That's all he wants to do.
Well, he is fighting out of the I don't give a shit red corner.
The thing about Shoenfelt is he doesn't give a shit. Two kicks right off the jump.
Coming out with some kicks that display that prominently. That was actually a really nice kick. Oh, and that was a really great counter there.
Up high from Andrew Osborne.
These guys are throwing.
Wow. And there is the takedown by Shoenfelt.
Oh.
A scramble, and they are back up.
You know what? Sometimes that takedown is so ballistic, it ends up with the wrong guy being on the bottom.
Shoenfelt about to pull guard. Notice Schoenfelt's already snaking his hips kind of off to the side. Oh,
he is. This is nice. He's setting up an armbar, maybe a triangle, maybe a sweep.
Osborne could be passing. He's throwing some good leather.
And
Shoenfelt might be going for the knee bar. It looks as if he's grabbing for the knee.
Yeah, Shoenfelt is attacking the leg. Doesn't have it. Osborne slipped out there, and
both fighters are back on their feet.
Yeah.
Schoenfelt hurt his
Shoenfelt
foot.
is hurt here. He looks like he's limping.
Wow.
Big kick to the inside of the leg.
Osborne playing the game.
Oh, that was a big knee by Osborne.
Wow, and Shoenfelt is crumbling a little bit.
Shoenfelt trying for this takedown, but I mean, this might be out of desperation here. I think he's hurt.
I think something's up with that left ankle. Osborne grabbing that thing, too.
Yeah, Osborne looks like he's preventing this takedown well, and I think Shoenfelt, there might be something wrong with him here. We'll see if he can recover, maybe get this takedown.
Shoenfelt still driving, still holding on to that leg. Good job hiding the head from Shoenfelt as well. Osborne taking that back. Something's up with Shoenfelt.
Osborne taking this back, and Shoenfelt not showing a lot of resistance to that here. So I think something's wrong.
Andrew Osborne is really just holding on to Shoenfelt.
Oh,
and Shoenfelt with a takedown. This is what I mean. Brett Shoenfelt is just a strong opponent. I mean, there might be something wrong with him, but he doesn't care.
He was just gutting it out, and he got the takedown, but now he's reversed. Oh, and
I mean, anybody that's talked to Brett Shoenfelt knows there's something wrong with the kid, but I mean, he's tailor-made for the MMA game.
Oh, all right. They're standing back up.
That left ankle is jacked up.
Yeah.
That knee, possibly.
Not sure here. Well, he's kicking with the right one.
I feel like if Andrew Osborne snapped off Brett Schoenfelt's leg
and the left,
he would continue to fight. Nice bangs on the forehead of Brett Schoenfelt.
Shoenfelt being the aggressor here, attacking, but got his head snapped back there by a punch by Osborne.
You know, this is something you see a lot with Brett Schoenfelt fights. He always is going for that takedown. He likes to sink into that single leg takedown position and see if he can do damage from there. Doesn't always turn out in his favor.
We'll see what Osborne can get here. Shoenfelt seems to maybe, I'd call this a completed takedown.
I feel like Osborne could still pull a reversal. There it is.
It's right there,
oh.
and yeah.
Saw that one. Andrew Osborne, I think he's playing the long game, because right now a lot of fighters would see that neck sticking out and they would dive on that guillotine, but he may not really have the desire to gas out his arms like that right now.
No, I mean, that can easily wear your arms down to the point where they're just numb and useless.
Sweep the leg, Osborne.
Oh, that
wow.
was a nice kick, but Shoenfelt got the takedown.
I think he punched his leg into a takedown.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of looked like.
Let's see if Shoenfelt can capitalize with 20 seconds left in this round.
There is the pass. I was
And he
just
gets
going to
full
say
mount.
full mount. See if he can get some damage done in his last 10 seconds.
And Shoenfelt trying to punch out his way out here, but Osborne stands back up.
The end of round one is in the books. Brett Shoenfelt taking on Andrew Osborne. That was quite a round. What do you have to say about that, Mike?
Hard round to score.
Very hard.
It really depends on what you like in your fighters. I'm going to be honest here. I like Andrew Osborne in that round just slightly. But,
I mean, the thing that I noticed about Andrew Osborne, I'm not sure if he's cognizant of the fact that Shoenfelt was limping on that left leg. I'm being actually told by Jason the Whip Willard, who's sitting next to me, that Shoenfelt has a pre-fight injury he didn't want to tell anybody about. A tough guy. But I saw Osborne grabbing onto that left ankle, has the brace on it. He was grabbing that every chance he had, twisting it and cranking on it. I would say it might not be a bad idea for Osborne to really go for a heel hook of some sort.
yeah, this is the pro division, and heel hooks are legal, toe holds are legal, any twisting leg lock is legal. And Shoenfelt sort of limping it out in his corner here.
Round two coming up. Brett Shoenfelt and Andrew Osborne. These two guys are going to battle. Brett Shoenfelt with the personality of a pot of day-old coffee.
Oh, and Osborne has him under the neck, and Shoenfelt has him under the leg. So
you know, I don't think that's a choke, but that's a chin-twisting crank right there.
Yeah. Osborne pushing him down, still defending the takedown pretty well.
Shoenfelt loves this single leg dive, you know? You see that a lot from him in his fights, and I mean, it has worked for him in the past, I'm not sure.
And it looks like it worked for him here. I mean, this is a takedown.
And he's going to pop that head out, and now he's got full mount.
The question is whether or not he can advance his position with Osborne this close to the cage. Will just allow him to stand back up, which it seems to be doing. And there's a big knee by Osborne.
Beautiful knee. Couple knees.
Another knee.
I can't tell if that dropped Shoenfelt or if he's going for another takedown.
Hard to say. I mean, that knee looked like it landed pretty hard to the body. And
I
he's
think
got
Osborne's locking it up.
Osborne looks like he's trying to lock up this guillotine here. Shoenfelt jumps out. Switches sides, gets out.
That's the thing about Brett Shoenfelt. You see people do stuff to him, and it's like it doesn't faze him a lot of the time, you know? I mean, he is totally comfortable just getting cracked in the face and driving through that single.
Yeah, he looks very difficult to actually finish.
Schoenfeld's corner is yelling out that Osborne's tired, and they could be right.
They could be right, and
Schoenfeld's
Shoenfelt here has sat into what looks like pretty much a full mount. Yes.
Oh, and he almost had the back. A good escape by Osborne.
And Osborne has escaped, come out, and gone to the back himself a little bit here.
I mean, this is just a chess match of a second round here at the beginning of our professional fights this evening.
A lot of, wrestling-style switches back and forth here. Both guys on top.
I would not want to be a judge having to score this fight, knowing that Shoenfelt has completed a couple of these takedowns, but he's spent a lot of time in these really awkward wrestling positions, disadvantageous to him as a fighter.
Right here, I mean, Osborne is winning. You know, he's got the back, and that's just the better position.
Nice little snappy hammer fist from Osborne.
But Osborne needs to be a little bit more active to secure the victory in this round.
Osborne very happy to just let Shoenfelt stand back up and limp around on that leg.
Just backs up and wants to go stand up again. Oh, that was a big lead hand. But I think there was a kick to the groin here.
Little kick to the groin by Shoenfelt.
Osborne right in front of us at the announcer's table. He looks like he's in obvious pain.
Yeah, that's no good. I'm not entirely up to date, but I'm pretty sure he has up to 5 minutes to recover from that groin shot.
I believe that is a rule. You have up to 5 minutes to recover.
You know, to anyone that's never actually been kicked in the groin like that, it doesn't matter that you're wearing a cup. I mean, the cup is there to protect you, but honestly, most of the time, it doesn't make a difference. The impact alone, the shock wave created by a big shot like that, it's really difficult to recover from.
And honestly, the cup can move on you.
Oh,
you know,
God.
It can move on you and actually kind of come between your body and, you know, your nether regions there and literally crush them when it's kicked, which makes it actually less comfortable than if you were kicked without it.
Let's take a look at the instant replay of that shot. I want to see where that landed. Here's Shoenfelt winding up for that left leg kick. Boom.
And right to the groin and right to the jaw.
Wow.
Now, I'm not going to say that Shoenfelt threw that on purpose illegally, because he did.
I don't think he did.
No, not at all. He was just throwing it out there.
I mean, it was just a matter of Osborne circling just at the right time that Shoenfelt threw the kick. If he had circled right, that kick would have landed flush on the inside thigh, but he didn't. He circled to the left.
No,
it is what it is.
There was no intention there. You know, and I think the ref absolutely recognizes that. So it's fine. Both men come out here, touch gloves, you know, show appreciation for each other, and then they're going to fight.
You know, I want to know what's going on with Brett Schoenfeld's ankle, because he limps and then he fights.
Nice knee to the head there.
Just a tough
by
guy.
Osborne. Osborne has like wrestling style front headlock here. Now back to half Muay Thai clinch. And double overs.
Basically double overhooks by Osborne, yeah. Searching for that underhook, and he's got it. He's got over-under, and he is throwing the knee. There is the turn, and Schoenfeld's back is on the fence again.
Another knee by Osborne. Some hands by Shoenfelt.
Wow, beautiful knee to the body.
Nice knee there.
Well timed. Nice turn by Shoenfelt. Really a great war of the clinch game right now. And the single leg attempt again by Shoenfelt.
And Osborne right here defending it with a whizzer grip and might be able to twist out of this. Yeah, and there he goes. That's a good kick right there by Shoenfelt. Landed. Osborne answers with a block kick to the head.
10 seconds left in this round. Wow, really nice left hand by
nice
Shoenfelt.
Hand by Shoenfelt.
Round two is in the books. Brett Shoenfelt and Andrew Osborne really taking it to each other.
Both these guys, they look tired here. They look tired and hurt. I mean,
I think if Brett Shoenfelt were, let's say, a bus, the fuel that would be put into that bus is just hate.
I think so.
Hate. I mean, I don't know what it is he's running off of, but he's a tough guy, man. I mean, you got to look at what's going on with him right now. He's one of the toughest guys to ever step into the Gladiators in the cage ring.
He just doesn't care. He's moving forward and seeing what happens.
You know, and let's take a look over here at Andrew Osborne. He's got his legs up. He's getting a lot of deep breaths in right now with his back up against the fence. He's sucking wind. I think Schoenfeld's technique, although not entirely effective with the single leg takedown, is really wearing on Andrew Osborne.
I think this round could be a decider for the judges.
I would have to say so. I would think round one is a toss-up, possibly to Shoenfelt. Not really sure about round two. What do you think?
It is up in the air. To be honest, I wouldn't want to be one of the judges here. Show of respect, touching gloves.
Oh, wow. That was something. Andrew Osborne in a very advantageous position right now, having Schoenfeld's leg kind of driven out at a strange angle, but Shoenfelt is going to lace up the leg of Osborne with his guard. Shoenfelt trying to drive a knee into the waist of Andrew Osborne and try to create a little bit of space, possibly work for a submission.
All right, and now they're back square in a closed guard. So Osborne is just trying to post up a little, rain down a few punches, a few elbows maybe.
You know, Brett Shoenfelt's a very active fighter, and I would love to see what he can do off of his back right now, considering that his ankle is apparently compromised.
Shoenfelt wants to get this fight to the ground. He just keeps trying at every opportunity.
Wow, nice reversal by Shoenfelt, taking top position. What a fight so far. I mean, just back and forth. What a grind.
It's a very grindy fight, and kind of hard to score because of that.
Shoenfelt with nice shoulder checks. I love that. In the guard of Osborne and really just trying to rain down as much compression as he can to Osborne's face.
Yeah. Both guys look tired here. I don't know if Osborne has the stuff to get off of his back or land a submission from this position.
I feel like this is what Shoenfelt's been looking for the whole fight. He's in the middle of the cage. He's not having to worry right now about the fence helping out his opponent to stand up. He's in the guard of Osborne. I don't think he's worried about being submitted right now. I think he's just looking to do damage.
Yeah, and you know, I think this is what he's wanted the whole time. He just wants this kind of game where he can kind of relax on top, throw enough shots to win. The question is whether the judges see the other 2 rounds in his favor.
Absolutely. That's a dangerous game to play whenever you're looking for a position like this, because you spend the first 2 rounds of the fight trying to get there, and if you don't succeed completely, this might have lost him a round or 2 possibly leading up to now.
Yeah, it is not impossible that the judges saw the other 2 rounds in favor of his opponent, and this just isn't going to be enough.
100%.
Now I'm not saying that's the case, because we don't know until the verdict.
Wow.
Oh, it looked like he was in on the neck pretty good there for a second.
He
now,
might have that neck.
Well, now he might have it again.
He is wrenching on that neck. Shoenfelt wants this win.
And oh, he's only got one arm and not enough.
I don't think there's ever been an easy Brett Shoenfelt fight. I think every time he fights, he just wants to grind. And a beautiful completed takedown by Shoenfelt.
Yeah, I mean, so far I have to give this round to Shoenfelt unless there's a, stunning turn of events in the last minute and 20 seconds.
I mean, Shoenfelt's set up for a lot of different things right now. He could be going for a couple of leg locks, an outside heel hook, inside heel hook.
He really could. I would wait if I were him, and I wouldn't spring that with over a minute left. I would wait till the 30-second mark and then go crazy with the submissions.
That right leg of Osborne is in a bad position right now, and if Shoenfelt gets cognizant of it, he could grab a hold of that heel.
It's in a terrible position,
wow.
and actually Shoenfelt gave that up. But
side mount for Shoenfelt.
That was the entry to knee bars, to heel hooks, whole world of leg submissions.
A dangerous position now that Shoenfelt has Osborne so close to the fence. Osborne has already proven numerous times throughout the fight that this is a way that he can get out, just like he did. That was beautiful.
And Shoenfelt kind of in the front headlock anaconda position.
Wow, Shoenfelt going for the standing guillotine a la Dan Henderson. The back of Osborne's head and his
Difficult
belly.
guillotine to get.
And now he's just unloading punches. He wants points. Round 3 is in the books. I do not envy the judges on this fight.
I'm going to say I don't know how to score this.
I literally wouldn't want to. We all know that Shoenfelt appeared to have an injury at least midway through the fight. I'm not sure if we can confirm that was a pre-fight injury. I'm not sure what we can really say about it. But, I mean, one thing is for sure. Brett Shoenfelt has heart.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got heart.
I hate scoring this fight. I mean, if I wanted to score this, majority draw sounds good to me.
Shoenfelt raising his fist.
And just limping around the ring. He is hurt.
Let's take a look at our instant replay from the fight. Here we see one of those big knees from Osborne to the body of Shoenfelt. Wow.
Huge knee to the head there.
Yeah. And Shoenfelt still stood, and he ate it like a sandwich.
He obviously has a chin, and that is, one of his better qualities.
A really nice show of respect between the two fighters after a war like this. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, that's a wild fight. I will say this, it appears that the judges have come to a verdict.
That's their job, and I'd expect nothing less.
Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official decision.
After 3 unbelievable rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Brogan scores it 29-28, Shoenfelt. Judge Kofleis scores it 29-28, Osborne. And Judge Monsky scores it 29-28 for your winner, by split decision, fighting out of the red corner, Showtime Shoenfelt. Can you gather up and give us a minute? What time is it? What time is it, guys? He had to give you everything you were. That went in the first round, you hurt your leg. Tell us about it.
What was that? I don't know what happened. I really think I tore something. I'm in pain. I'm a tough fighter. I can't brag about that. I'm sorry that I couldn't put on a great performance. But one thing I can tell you about Showtime MMA brand is I don't give up. There's no breed out there like me. I can't and I will not be broken, no matter the circumstance.
What's your opinion of Andrew Osborne after that tremendous battle? You got to give it up for him. He gave it all. I could have gone either way.
He's a tough kid. I talked to Bill after the first round. I told him, hey, if I yell to you, stop it. I don't know what I did in my knee. It's mangled. But I held in there, put a show on for you guys. Hey, real quick, to U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Chris Bain. I know he was here earlier. We mentioned him at the beginning. This guy right here. Everybody give him a round of applause because he said that, sir, for every one of you. And hey, there's a table over here. I'm not 100% sure. We're doing charity donations to all the veterans. Check it out. And don't forget, after the fight here, come and check out the Showtime MMA brand. I'll sign autographs and talk to you guys. Get to know me. Thanks to all my fans and my sponsors and my parents and my coaches right here. This is my team. Good luck to Rocky Edwards tonight in the title. Thank you.
If someone wanted to buy, say, a Showtime t-shirt, would they be able to get one? If somebody wanted to get, say, a Showtime t-shirt, where would they get one?
Right over there, guys. Come meet me.
Let's hear it. But Showtime Shoenfelt!
Wow. That's all I have to say is wow. That was quite a fight. Brett Shoenfelt, one of the toughest guys, like I said, ever to step into a Gladiators of the Cage ring. Let's hear a word from our sponsors.